Hello everyone, Alex Savoie for Discovery of Wine. Today we're looking at a new region to prepare ourselves for tomorrow's tasting, which will be a Provence wine. And so we're going to look at that region, Provence, in southern France. So if we want a geographical location, we have the Mediterranean Sea down here, Italy to the right, Spain down here. So north of Spain is Languedoc-Roussillon wine region, and just east of that, between Languedoc and Italy, you have Provence, the Provence wine region, or also touristic region. And the Rhone would be right here, like coming down between Provence and Languedoc region. So basically going from Nice to Marseille, a little bit, over those two cities. The wine that we're going to taste is from Aix-en-Provence, which is about 30 kilometers north of Marseille, and it's a Coteaux-d'aix-en-Provence. Basically what Coteaux means is that the grapes are located on a hillside. Usually that's a good sign because you'll get more drainage, the vines will suffer more, lower yields, more concentration. So, general rule, a slightly better wine. To give you an example, in Burgundy, the Grand Crus and the Premier Crus are all, sort of on the hillside, or the beginning of the hillside is usually a nice area where you have, soil variety and so on, as well as the better drainage and so on and so on. So, Coteaux-d'Aix-en-Provence, already a good sign. Now, Provence for its wine is known mostly for its rosés, which is the main wine they produce there, and clearly the premier rosé region in the world. The only other place I can think of is in the Rhone. You have the commune of Tavel, which makes very reputed rosés, and those are they're kind of a lot of you might think you don't like rosé because you think it's the girly sweet stuff, right? But Tavel and Provence, especially Bandol, a commune which we'll talk about in a minute, make very manly rosés. They're strong. You can have them with the meal. It's not that that pinkish, sweet, fruity American rosé. Not at all. It's very dry. It's very refreshing. Very good for the summer, and definitely worth seeking out if you haven't tried them. Now, I was just mentioning Bandol, which is, not too far from Marseille, would be right about here, which might be the other thing that you know about Provence wine, is the commune of Bandol. There they make rosé, they make white, but they also make very good red wine based from the Mourvedre grape. Mourvedre grape that you find in the Languedoc and in the Côtes-du-Rhône is a long age, that has a long living potential. Grape. It's very strong grape, very tannic, very tough in its youth, but will make a very good wine if you're able to wait it out for a few years. Domaine de l'Olivette is one that we have here from Bandol, here in Montreal, or in Quebec, I mean. And it's for $20-something. It's a pretty good wine. So if you don't, if you're willing to take a look at Mourvedre from Provence, from Bandol, that's one you can look for. But today or tomorrow our wine will be from Aix-en-Provence, and so let's introduce the wine. We have Domaine Les Béates, Coteaux-d'aix-en-Provence. It's a 2006, and the varietals used to make this wine is Grenache, Syrah, and Cabernet Sauvignon. So this will be interesting because it's sort of a half unusual type of blend. Cabernet Sauvignon makes the great Bordeaux, so obviously people everywhere in the world are trying to experiment with Cabernet Sauvignon. There's a few regions that usually use other grapes, but that will try and, a few producers will try and use it in their blends. And so looking forward to tasting it. It's I have most of the bottles sitting in a decanter right now, and so should be nice. And so hopefully I can make a recipe to go with the wine as well, so that'll make a little something for later on this week. That's about it for today, and I'd like to know from you guys, do you know any wines from Provence? or are there any wines that you like from there? Maybe it's a Bandol, maybe it's the Rosés, I don't know. Whatever it is, let us know, and we'll use that as a topic of discussion for today. So that's it for now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.